What's up, people? So today we are going to go through one of the lower body sessions I'm doing right now as part of the Jacked program. And we're going to go, actually, just out of pure chance, we're going to go get some food first. So I'll show you what I'm going to eat pre-workout as well. All right, so we are here at Rock Salt Cafe in Leith. Is this our food coming? I think so. This could be perfect timing.
Got 2 chicken benedict.
Thank you. Nice. Wow, wow. We have got some chicken, avocado and poached eggs on toast to start off our day. So I didn't actually have my eggs this morning because a bit of a different kind of Thursday for me in terms of timings. But anyway, so we're going to start our day with this and then we are going to go train afterwards. But just for the sake of it, like if you ever find yourself out for breakfast or brunch and you're not sure what to get, I always think 2 things. Like one, I want to make sure I'm getting enough protein, because generally when you go out to eat, like protein is going to be the thing that you're probably going to get less of compared to when you're eating it yourself at home. So I always think, what gives me the most protein? Now, granted, most places don't do like chicken and eggs on toast, but I saw this, I was like, that's the one, baby. So chicken and eggs on toast with avocado. Second of all, as I say, you just want something that's going to fill you up. I wouldn't want to just have a croissant or something only, because whilst that would taste good, it'll be super low protein and it's not really going to fill me up for very long, because I'm going to digest that very quickly and then I'm probably going to be hungry again in like half an hour. So think high protein and think foods that are going to fill you up. Now, because I am about to go and train, there's maybe some contradictions here. You could probably have something that is a little bit less and that is more carbohydrate based, because that's probably going to give you more energy to go and train. So if I had already eaten this morning and I just wanted a snack pre-workout, that's what I'd go for. But because I haven't eaten today, I'd rather have a more balanced meal, because there's still plenty of carbohydrates in this and it's still going to fuel me for my session. So in this case, because I haven't eaten yet, I'm going to go for this, smash it, then we're going to go train. All right, so we're back at the gym and we are going to do the first lower body session of the week from the Jacked program. I am going to be adapting it a little bit, but I will put what the session is up on the screen so you can have a little look through of what typically it would be. I'm adapting it because we've got Hyrox, not this Saturday, but next Saturday. And for the past few weeks, I've been changing this session in particular just to factor in a few more Hyrox based things, right? I know for me, it's particularly the sled push just massively jacks up my heart rate. So I've been subbing that in on this lower body day. And I'll probably also do a little bit of rowing intervals to finish, again, just to like practice that a bit more. As you can probably tell by my voice, I am a little bit unwell, so I'm not expecting any fucking miracles today. I'm not really, for squats, it's supposed to be 2 sets of 6 and 2 sets of 4, and the 4s are supposed to be as heavy as they've been through this block, which are now in week 6 of this 8-week block. I'm not really expecting any miracles. We'll see what happens. All right, so I've been doing the same sort of warm up on almost all my lower body days recently. 4 walkouts, which you'll probably have already seen. So 4 walkouts. After I've done 4 of them, 4 greatest stretch on each side. And then I've been doing 8 each leg of B stance RDL, just to get the hamstrings fired up. So 8 each leg, rest for no set amount of time, 30 seconds a minute, and then 8 front squats. And I've just been doing 2 sets of that. And honestly, just feel like it kind of ticks the boxes. It's not too long. It gets my heart rate up a little bit, gets me fired up, gets the muscles activated from what I'm about to work. So yeah, that's my warm up. How are you feeling for it? All right. I've been a bit unwell this week. Don't know what it is. That was better than I expected.
How's that?
That was better than expected, but harder than what it should be still.
What are you working on?
Nothing.
Nice.
No, I'm working on, it's not percentages, it's just purely, we started off with 4 sets of 8 in week 1. We're now week 6. After the 8 weeks, we're gonna test, well, the guys are gonna test 5 rep max. I'm probably not, because I've not been nailing it as much in terms of, I've adjusted things for Hyrox. Maybe I'll test it anyway. But they've been working from 4 sets of 8. We've kind of gradually been reducing reps as long as they've been increasing the loads pretty much week on week. So no percentages, but just trying to get heavier every single week. I've not kept any secrets that I'm not feeling well. I've made that abundantly clear. But I wanted to make a point on it, is like, I feel like a lot of people, and I hear this from clients as well, and I have to like get them up to speed with it. It's like, if they're not feeling well, they just won't do anything. And whilst there is a time and a place where, depending on how unwell you are, you probably should just rest if it's, you know, past a certain point. But with the way I'm feeling right now, like, I know I can still train. I'm just managing the load, and I'm managing the extra stress that's going on my body. But I think the same people who, as soon as they have the slight bit of unwellness or the slightest niggle or the slightest whatever, who immediately stop training, are the same ones that complain that, you know, they never get the results they want. They feel like they're going in circles. They never get any stronger. They're never able to like aesthetically improve, because at any of these small things, it's like, oh no, can't do that, can't train anymore, gotta stop, gotta be good to myself, gotta be careful for my body. It's like, yeah, that is true, but sometimes you can probably do something. And I think it's coming in and managing your allostatic load and managing your stress, your physical stress from training in situations like this where you are feeling a bit unwell, but allowing yourself to do something is where the difference is made over time. So whilst you shouldn't be coming in and trying to destroy yourself if you're already not feeling well, you can probably go in and do something. Whew. So we've done 2 sets, we've got 3 sets total of reverse lunges, 6 each leg in the end. So the rep range is sort of 6 to 8. And so I want to cover there are 2 quick coaching points on lunges that apply to any kind of lunge, but I feel like particularly barbell lunge, it's like a little bit shaky for a lot of people. So what I want you to think about is your feet should be on train tracks. So rather than being super in line, you want them to be hip width apart and keep them hip width apart. So literally like they're on train tracks, they then can't go any closer together, they can't go any farther apart, but they can move forwards and backwards. So think about your feet being there, because it's gonna be a lot easier for you to actually keep your balance that way, rather than if you step back with 1 foot directly behind you. It's a lot harder, especially when you've got a barbell, long barbell on your back. If you tilt ever so slightly one way, it makes it a lot harder to balance. So feet on train tracks. And the second coaching point is, I really want you to think about trying to get right down at the bottom. Most people, and depending on what the floor is, understandably you might not want to bash your knee off the floor, but try to get it to lightly tap off the ground, because for me anyway, like one of the whole points of doing the lunge all the way down is that you want this front leg or this front knee to be about 90 degrees, which is roughly the depth you'd be in a squat. So it's kind of like we want to practice working all the way down, so we're hitting there, and then you're really thinking about this front leg should be doing the majority of the work as you stand. So make sure any kind of lunges, but particularly barbell, you've got train tracks in your feet and your back knee is touching the floor.
Outros, bro.
All right, so that is the jacked lower body session done. This is week 6 of week 8. So in a couple weeks time, or maybe even just 1 week's time by the time this video is live, we'll be starting a new block on the jacked program. So if you want to find out a little bit more, I will put the link in the description to for you to find out more about how it works, what it is, what it entails. But yeah, that was today's session. So if you were following the program and you were at a normal gym, then it would obviously be tailored to what a normal gym is. As I said, I altered some of the stuff I was doing, one, for the gym I have here, and two, for Hyrox I've got coming up. So yeah, that was the lower body session. So key takeaways from this video are, one, if you're getting some food pre-workout, make it a balanced meal if you haven't eaten anything yet that day. If you have, then go for a carb source. Second key point is, instead of always feeling like you need to cut off your training completely if you're feeling a little bit unwell, just scale it back and dial back the intensity and volume a little bit. Go in and do what you can. Keep that momentum rolling forward. So if you enjoyed this video, if you enjoyed following this session, then give it a like. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Send it to someone who you think it will help, and I'll see you in the next one.